Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors and our last show of 2021. We're so glad you're with us. We're glad you've been with us all year. We appreciate that. Let's take a look at our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and the hard-working crew up there in Southport. High today 62, low of 50 here on the coast. Water temperature 66.4 at the end of the pier. Now, we're going to talk about this in a minute. This time last year, well, on January 1st last year, folks, it was 61. We bought a week, 10 days away from there. That's 5 degrees difference. That's the difference between this year and last year. I think the spring run might start in January on the Pompano. We'll talk about it. Our river reading brought to us by Mountain Dew. Get out and do with a Mountain Dew. The Apalachicola Bluntstown is up there around 9 foot, and the Choctawhatchee Caryville, you see how high it is. I don't have the exact reading, but both rivers are going to be high like we talked about yesterday for the weekend. And so be careful out there if you get on it. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. The low tide, 9:42 this morning, today, December 23rd, and the high tide is at 11:35 tonight. The wind will be coming out north-northeast at about 6. Not a bad day. We're getting ready for some exciting things going on during Christmas holidays. So let's take a break, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. As I do at the end of each year, I take out the pages. Okay, this is 2021 in my notebook right here. Okay, and I save all of them, so I just take them out. I got them all in a box. I just want to show you this is a lot of the work we've done. I do outline every day. I'm very proud of it, and I appreciate Gail typing everything up for me. But anyway, that's it. This is 2021 right here. All right. So I saved all of them, and I don't know why. Here's a few more, but I just have it on record. And some of them are good, some of them are average. None of them are bad. Okay, but so here's the last show right here. My notebook's empty. My last show right here. So anyway, I want to talk about it's been a great year. I wrote down last night. I just wrote down some highlights, and again, just sort of refreshing my mind on things going on. All kind of people I want to thank and all, and appreciate all the help, the Panhandle Outdoors team, Jeff back here, Gail doing it. But some of the shows right here, Ronnie Groom, I just enjoyed having Ronnie Groom this past year. As you know, he's sold C&G Sporting Goods, but Ronnie's been special to Panhandle Outdoors, been with us since day one, and was a great outdoorsman and just a good giving person. Small Business America, that's a testimony right there, and we appreciate y'all supporting small business and not buying everything online for Christmas. Give out a shout out to J.B. Hillard up there, the Funax Springs Bent Rod Fishing Club. They stayed active this year. We also had a Swivel Sisters Fishing Club down in St. Joe. We went to visit, and they did a good tournament. So all you fishing clubs, I'm going to give a special shout out to y'all to encourage y'all to start. If you don't have a fishing club in the area, start one. Just meet once a month or so, and just talk about it and tell stories. I wrote down one thing. May 25th, when the yellow flies, this past year, the yellow flies swarmed us on May 25th. May 28th was our 4,000th show on May 28th. I want to give a shout out to North Bay Haven for starting that skeet shooting team. Waylon and Donna Thompson, the parents helped started doing it. The fundraisers, all of y'all did. The fishing tournament fundraiser, of course, you always start with Sea Quarters, who's given over $1 million to the Leukemia Research Foundation. They've kept it going. What a legacy they have there. And then the Elizabeth Bought-Off tournament, so many people helped with Jeff and his wife, and so many people help on that, and that's just really good stuff. I want to go back to, the Elizabeth Bought-Off Sea Quarters, the bass tournaments, the not-so-serious bass tournaments. I want to go back to the temperatures I was talking about earlier. The water temperature, it was so important. We talk about it every day. This time last year, it's 66 today. This time last year, it was right at 61. In February, it dropped down to the coldest of the year, 58 on February the 10th. Was 58 degrees. And then it started going up a little bit. March 1st, 61. March 16th, 64. 66 on the 23rd and 25th of March. It hit 68. And that's when it started rolling right there. So I just wanted to keep y'all posted on it. But right now, the water temperature is 5 degrees hotter than it normally is. I want to give a shout out to all the folks who do these wild game cookouts. Highland Park Baptist, we got First Baptist, City Church. All of them got back to the wild game cookouts, and that's just something special. So we certainly appreciate them doing that. So that's just really cool stuff. So anyway, there's so many highlights. I know left out all kinds of good things. Just some notes I jotted down of what I've really enjoyed. I've enjoyed every day doing the show, but those are some of the highlights, some of the folks doing different things and all, and all the pictures that y'all have sent in to us and shared with us. And boy, what a glimpse, not a glimpse, but just what a great view of the Florida Panhandle outdoor stuff with the pictures you send in and we get to share. And like I say, it's really been good to us. So let's go ahead and take our break now. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Glad you're with us. You know, the other day we had Thomas Howell on writing the book, What the Woods Taught Me, and he sent me a video, and we didn't have a chance to play it during the interview, so this is like a little 40-second video of him on a boat up there at Lake Ammonia. So here we go, talking about it. It's just, this sort of gives you an idea of what the hunting club and the island up there on the right-hand side and going up there to the hill. Isn't that just beautiful? All times of the year, it's just beautiful. But that's what he was talking about as far as folks getting up there in the woods, getting back to nature. You don't see any tree stands or four-wheelers, and you're just getting up there. It's you and the river and the woods. And this, Thomas shot this, and he sent this, and I appreciate it. Got a lot of good feedback on his interview, and I know some of y'all ordered the book. So anyway, we're glad y'all did that. And Thomas, again, thank you for coming on the show, and we'll hope to be seeing you soon again. And good luck finishing up that pharmacy internship in Jacksonville and getting back to Bluntstown. Okay, I wanted to talk about the thank you. I'll make sure I wrote down a thank you. I'll make sure I cover everybody. Number one, thank you to the advertisers. That's who keeps us on the air. And thank you all for trading with them, like I said last segment. Our team, the Panhandle Outdoors team, Jeff and Gail, and I hate to start calling him by his name, at least somebody else, but Billy comes down, and of course Bill and Brother Nicky and Ken and Stan and all the folks on the Panhandle Outdoors team. We appreciate it. And Travis with the store has been really helpful to us this year. And also you viewers, this is the most loyal viewership one could ask for. And the feedback, like I say, we get, it just means a lot to us, and it's just special. Folks, we have a lot of viewers. I'm not bragging or anything, but we have a lot of viewers, and it sort of keeps us encouraged. We try to we do stay positive and keep doing good things and talking about good things. So that's special. And talking about good things, I'll give you all I wrote down we're going to go through this pretty quickly. Some things you can do. I was going to do 10 things to do during Christmas break, some outdoor things. I ended up with 12, so I'll go through them fairly fast because I know some of y'all are going to have those 2 weeks off and you're going to open the presents, eat all that food, and then you're going to have some days. What we're going to do? So grab the family or yourself and just get outdoors. One I wrote down, visit State Park. Like I said, run down to St. Joe State Park, go up to Trujillo State Park, take a great walk, a great hike through there. Number 2, take the camera with you. Folks, these cell phones, they're taking good pictures now. They really are taking good pictures. It won't be quite professional like the professional people do it, but they do take good ones. Number 3, get on the beach or walk through your neighborhood. Walk along the beach, or if you have a walk through the neighborhood, just get out and move around some. It's just ride a bicycle too. I love riding a bike. Number 4, build a fire. We'll talk about it now. This, I know a lot of y'all do it. Have your s'mores or with your family, sit around the fire. It's just something special about being outdoors in a fire. It don't matter how big it is. It could be a little one, it could be a big old bonfire. And I have some fence panels if some of y'all want some wood and all to build a fire with. One, also, get out if you can, and all of y'all aren't able to do this and don't have a place to do it. If you can cut some firewood and get it ready for next year, let it season up for a year, and that's what I always try to do. But during this time of year, but don't go in an area where you're hunting and places like that. You don't want to mess up. Don't get in the woods like Billy Grantham said last week. Stay out of the woods because the bucks are trying to go to a rut, but other places too. Plant trees. You saw my little shot. Some of the highlight pictures. Plant some trees. It's not too late to plant some trees right now while it's still cold, and then as spring comes on, those roots will expand. So plant some trees. I wrote down, it's not a big outdoor activity, but Frisbee golf gets you outdoors. And you make targets, use a tree as a target, and a bush over here, and a 5-gallon bucket. Especially got kids around, play that Frisbee golf. That's just a lot of fun to play. And talked about Also cooking. I talk about s'mores on the fire. If you get a chance, and roast some oysters or cook some hot dogs or something on the fire, just like our early settlers did. And that's always fun. Number 8, run your boat. If you can, run it and just get it out there. Number 9, and not just run your boat, get it out there and just make sure everything's working on it. We should always run our boat during Christmas break. Number 9 was shooting range. If you get a chance to go to the shooting range and shoot some skeet or something, take a lightweight gun, or just shooting ranges are fun. And take a kid with you, a lightweight gun. Speaking of lightweight guns, like a BB gun we've talked about, is shooting targets, get those red solo cups and stack them up and just shoot them at a little short distance. And it also gives you a chance to teach young people the safety of handling a gun and the proper way to do it. And I still remember the lessons I had from my dad, and I know he got it from his dad in World War II about keeping a gun barrel pointed down. If he said it one time, well, he didn't have to say it a lot because I did. I always keep that gun barrel pointed down and make sure it's unloaded. And there's all kind of stories I'll tell you about that. Get together with your family and friends and just do some things with them and eat some of those after Christmas, when a lot of times the house sort of gets vacant when everybody's leaving and all. Those special times you can sort of get together with other special people. So have that. And the 3 R's: relax, rewind, and read. And if you get a chance of reading, there's so many cool things to read and all kind of situations. You do need to get some quiet time, and some of the best quiet time, though, is spent in the outdoors, doing special things in the outdoors. So all those things, that's just some things to do during Christmas holidays, so Christmas break, to do list. Okay, now we're getting ready for our final segment. We're going to start putting things together. We'll be taking our Christmas decoration down and getting ready for next year. We've got an exciting year coming up next year. Some really, really cool things that we're going to get to do, and I'm looking forward to it. And also talking about resolutions, and we'll talk about them in January. Be thinking about your resolutions, with some of the things you want to do. I still have a copy. I found a copy of mine last night looking at 2016, and some of them were similar. One of them is always fish more. and I don't seem like I get a chance to fish as much since I've been doing the show so often. So anyway, but we'll go over resolutions in January. Okay, let's take a final break and get ready for our final segment here on Panhandle Outdoors. Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. Look at our times, 2:02 to 4:02 this morning, this evening from 2:26 to 4:26. Now, this is our last segment here of 2021. I want to talk about something very special to me. I know a lot of y'all will talk about faith and different things that are, we're getting outdoors, how close we feel with God and different things like that. And I want to just encourage you, if you're not a believer and you're not sure of your spiritual life and all, I want to just ask you to become a Christian. It's not hard to do, folks. It's something I feel very strong about. It's a little simple process. Number one, ask God to forgive you of your sins. We're all sinners, and we still sin at times. We just have forgiveness. So ask God to forgive you of your sins, and second, ask Him to come into your heart. And what that's going to do, that's going to give you a couple of things. It's going to give you hope. Okay, the most important thing is hope, and hope for a better day, hope for a everlasting peace and love for your fellow man, and a promise of a time in heaven to see all those loved ones you missed. Also, that inner peace you get. I have this inner peace, and we've had tragedy in our lives, and things that happen. Sometimes you want to ask why God, why me, and why my family, but it's happened. But you always have this inner peace, and how things are going to work out. It's going to be okay. Once you become a Christian, you don't want to get with your fellow believers, and get with someone. You'll know someone who's a believer. If not, call me and I'll help you out and all. I feel very strong about sharing this with you this morning. And one of the things too is get hooked up with some kind of church and with strong believers. And we've got 3 groups of people out there. The ones that are right now doing coffee with the coach, the ones that are doing sort of taping it and watching it at night after you tape it. And then after you get home from work, then the third group is the YouTube viewers. All 3 groups, I want the same invitation to you. So I just feel very strong to it. My faith has got me through things that I didn't think I'd get through with. But it's been good. It's been a challenge, and I feel like this show has been good to us in doing things like that. So we're getting ready for the final thing we're going to do. And I feel very strong about that. So let me know, and I'll be praying for you. And that's something I do every morning when I get up. Anyway, we'll talk more about that this coming year. This is about the old Florida saying. I want to end the show with this song that came out in 2021. Billy Sanford did. Here's a letter he wrote me after I did the song. So I want to read you his letter because I want to how this song came about. What a great song that fits in with Panhandle Outdoors. So he said, Winston, he said, I'm truly moved by the request or the words of this old Florida saying. And he was talking about different things and all. And he said, I wrote the song last January while on St. George Island visiting a friend, Jerry Walton. Jerry and his family own the property where the three crosses are standing on the left as you come into the island. So that's right there what we're talking about. Jerry and his family are diligent in maintaining the crosses and keeping the lights burning as they continue to serve as a reminder of the Lord. Jerry was instrumental in writing the song. One evening we were talking about the beauty of this area, and somewhere in the conversation he said the words, this old Florida saying. Then said someone should write a song about that. It stayed with me all night. Now this is Billy talking. The words and melody were given to me as I was walking to the water early the next morning. Isn't that amazing how you get that inspiration like that? I say given to me because the Lord bless us with the words, the feeling and appreciation of family, friends, and the beauty of the land we live in. Sincerely, Billy Sanford. And that, we talk about different inspirations and different things can happen in our lives. And that this song is really special. And when it came out a little while back in 2021, I just, when I read it, it just hit home with me because it's describes the feeling of so many folks here in Florida Panhandle, where you're native or where you just get in here and realize what's going on. So, and then when I played it the first time on the show, people started calling and what's the words to it? So I asked Billy to send the words and all, and the words on the song. So we're gonna, as we end the year, I want to end it on something special, and this is a song by Billy down here in East Point. What a great and beautiful place it is. So. Listen to the words and get a chance to, like I said, we played it several months back, get a chance to share it with folks and all that, you do that. So we want to start wrapping things up for 2021. Again, I thank you for viewership. I thank you for the loyalty you've given to our advertisers. Again, I thank Jeff and Gail for all the work they've done. The folks here at Fox 28 has been so good to us, and we've just got a good thing going. We're going to keep it going and for another year. This is we'll be finishing up our 15th year, going into our 16th year here on Panhandle Outdoors. And it's just, I feel very strong about working hard and bringing you the very best show we can each and every day. And we invite you to, do some things next year with us and share other things with us. So we're going to wrap it up. Thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. I want to wish y'all a very Merry Christmas. Do something good for someone during the holidays, and God bless.
Ripples on the water dance like fire across the land as the morning sun rays red today over this old Florida sand. Thunder in the distance, lightning across the bay. I thank you, Lord, for the time He gave me here today. Seals rustle softly in the cool morning breeze. Blackbirds catching a morning meal in the old scrub oak tree. I stepped up to the water, cast net in my hand, and I thank the Lord once again for His old Florida sand. Through hurricanes and high tides and fire across the land, there's never been a time when I didn't understand. It's in my heart, it's in my soul, it must be in His plan that I belong here in this old Florida land. see. Standing there to remind me of the one who died for me. Once again I thank him for what he did back then, for the time he gave us on this earth and on this old Florida land. Through hurricanes and high tides and fire across the land, there's never been a time when I didn't understand. It set my heart, it set my soul, it must be in his plan that we belong here in this old Florida land. That we belong here in this old Florida land.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.